We want to wrap by going into our Whissel widget of the week. This is something we use in our business that saves us time, makes us more money, or just helps us have more fun. What do you got first, Brayn?
Mine is something that I've been trying to find a good system for a long time. We do a lot with business interviews. We do a lot of interview type videos, and sometimes we want to do it with our phone. So we've tried kind of using what we have for our big cameras and kind of matching it to our phones, but then you just have a bunch of shit hanging off your phone. It's really kind of frustrating. So I found, finally, it's by a company called Comica, or maybe Comica, I don't know. But there are these, it's a microphone system that just plugs into the bottom of your phone. So this is an iPhone version here, but you have two microphones that you can just clip on your shirt, or you can plug a mic in. I can have one, Kyle can have one. I plug it in the phone. We don't have a bunch of stuff hanging off the phone. And they work pretty well. I learned that they only check one audio source. So if one person's really loud and one person's really quiet, it's not a great system. But knowing that moving forward, trying to make sure we match audio volume is going to be helpful. But yeah, these are the Comica, the Boom XD microphones. And it was about $200 for this system, which is pretty good. 2 microphones, 1 receiver, and works with the phone. I'm pretty impressed with it.
Yeah, it's been solid. How much did you say it was?
About $200.
So worth it. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it automatically works. Like
It automatically. I mean, literally, in order to use my other microphones, I would have to have an adapter and then another
wires
adapter.
And all kinds
it's
of
hanging
shit.
from the phone. You can't use, a gimbal with it because it was just ugly and it was complicated.
Well, because Facebook broke today, I think we're going to leave Facebook and Workplace.
Thanks a lot, Facebook.
Yeah, it's all your fault. So yeah, we've been using Workplace for a long time for our internal communication system with our team. It's been very good for us for a long time. But as we get bigger and bigger and bigger, we're up to over 80 people in our organization now. And we expect that to continue to grow in the months and years to come. And as a result, we've just outgrown the system because we have way too many conversations that are happening. It's impossible to keep track of things. There's too much noise. And what happens when you have too much noise in your internal communication system is people just check out. And we can't afford that.
Tom's over here saying, yep.
As everybody in the room shakes their head. Yep. All right, acknowledges it. Yeah, that's the problem is there's too many conversations that are happening. So we are going to be moving over to the gold standard for team communication in a service called Slack. There's millions of companies across the world that are using Slack as an internal communication system. And one of the reasons is it keeps conversations a lot cleaner by using threads, which is kind of like if you scroll through your normal Facebook feed, those are threads, right? Like somebody posts something, you'll see it, but you don't have to get notified every time somebody replies to it unless you want to. So if you engage in that conversation, you can get notified of a reply, or you could just hit the button. You don't have to type in following or dot or parked or all the other dumb shit you guys all do. You actually just hit the little 3 dots in the corner, and you could say, turn on notifications, and now you're going to get notified when people respond. Slack has that same effective thing, where now as we're chatting, if somebody says, happy birthday, Brian, our current solution, I'm going to get like 20 more people that are going to say happy birthday, Brian. I get notified 20 freaking times over a happy birthday message. It's super annoying. Where with Slack, it threads that conversation. It puts it off to the side. So if I want to be notified of the 20 other people that say it, great. And if not, I'm not a part of that conversation. Out of sight, out of mind. So it allows me to stay more focused. That's half the battle. And then the other half is that it integrates with everything. So now we could automatically
do automations?
Yeah. So now we could say, if our team fills out a new escrow form in Woofu forms, then take this information from the form, push it into Slack, and tell the team, congratulations, Brian just put a new deal under contract. And then people can respond in a threaded conversation and give him props. And if I want to be a part of that thread, I can. And if I don't, then I don't have to see all the responses.
You probably would, though.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, we're closing a lot of deals. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if I got an escrow, you probably should.
We're closing like 2 deals a day. I don't know if I want to be notified of all of those. But, yeah, so Slack is my widget of the week this week. And, yeah, our company's moving over to Slack.
Cool.
Which I've resisted for a long time. But I think we're at the size now where it makes sense. We don't have a choice. Because I'm going to shoot myself if we stay on Workplace. And hey, it broke today, so it's just not reliable. So peace out. Cool. Well, hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of the show today. I want to thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Whissel Way podcast.
See you next week.
Wait. Before you leave, I want to share some more tips and tricks that we're using in our business to take it to that next level. Just click right here. And don't forget to subscribe. Click right here.